All right, it's Friday. You know what that means. Time for the company quiz. If you haven't played before, here's how it works. I'm going to take stories making headlines in the news and ask related trivia question. Here today to play is New York Times bestselling author Ellis Hennigan and Florida Republican congressional candidate Christy McLaughlin. And Lindsay, she's back, so she gets to play this week and see if she can reclaim her title. But here's the kicker. It's Christy's birthday. So let's see if we can give Christy a little birthday present and a victory, all right?
Happy birthday.
All right.
Thank you. But a lot of these.
No, we're not going to give her any hints, though. No hints.
So
All
if
right.
I lose, you know I was trying. Just kidding.
All right. Question one. Get ready, guys. Get your letters ready. Question one. We're still waiting for Joe Biden to announce his pick for VP, which he promised this would happen this week. But which vice president held the job for the least amount of time in U.S. history? A, Spiro Agnew, B, John Calhoun, C, Gerald Ford, or D, John Tyler? See those letters up, folks. Okay, Ellis, Ellis and Lindsay out to the early lead. That's right. It was John Tyler. And if you're keeping score at home and trying to, he actually succeeded William Henry Harrison, who died 32 days after being in office. That's all, it's not really long being president. You can't do much.
Short. He was the one I never heard of, so I figured it might have been really short since I never heard of him.
Yeah, well, he got pneumonia because I think it was he gave the longest inaugural speech out in the cold, so it serves him right. Lesson learned, keep your speeches short. All right, question two. We've been talking about this all week. Microsoft's in talks to buy Chinese social media app TikTok. What are Microsoft employees expected to bring to the office on the anniversaries to share with their coworkers? A, gummy bears, B, M&Ms, C, Skittles, or D, jelly beans?
Not jelly beans. No.
All right, this one goes to Christy. It is M&Ms. And not that I've worked there, but what I understand, and I could be wrong on this, but the way I understand it is you bring a pound for every year you've worked there.
Wow.
Now, it may sound like a lot, but I think if you've been there like 20 years with all the stock options, you could probably do more than a few pounds of M&Ms anyway. So, all right, we're tied up at one apiece.
Okay.
All right, question three. President Trump's campaign ads are all over the news. We talked earlier about it today, but which former presidential candidate was the first to air a campaign ad on television? A, Hubert Humphrey, B, Lyndon Johnson, C, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or D, John F. Kennedy?
That's a tough one.
All right, put up your letters. Give me a letter. No time to Google this. Come on, guys. Christy, give me a letter. Scratch all across the board, folks. It was Eisenhower in 1952. Come on. It spawned one of the greatest campaigns ever. All right, we're all tied up. We're all tied up going into question four. This week, we discussed whether or not Trump is winning the guy you'd want to have a beer with contest. Most of our former presidents enjoyed a drink now and then, but which former president is considered to have been the biggest lush? Franklin Pierce, A, B, James K. Polk, or C, Grover Cleveland, D, James Garfield? Letters up, folks. Wow, you guys don't know your drinkers, do you? It's zero. None of you guys.
Man.
Actually, it was A, Pierce, President Pierce. Now, the funny thing about it is, he was known to drink Madeira. It's a wine by the case, and apparently anything else he could get his hands onto. When he lost his reelection in 1856, he allegedly said, "What can an ex-president of the United States do except get drunk?"
Oh my goodness! A little bit. Yikes!
Yeah, now you go out and give a lot of
Twitter.
Yeah.
Right. Well, now you can go out and give a lot of speeches and make a ton of money, so you probably can drink a lot more expensive wine too.
Some presidents need to drink more, and I think maybe.
No.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
All right. Question five, still tied up. We've talked about how Joe Biden is the Secret Service's least favorite person to work for, according to Ron Kessler. That's right behind their least favorite, Hillary Clinton. They actually give the people code names they work for. Everybody should get this one. Whose code name was Rawhide? A, Lyndon Johnson, B, Ronald Reagan, C, Dwight Eisenhower, or D, Ronald Reagan? Let's see the letters, folks.
I'm holding up the wrong letter.
All right, good. All right, because you would get your Republican card taken away. You all got it right. I mean, that's one. Yeah, you literally come and say no more. You have to switch to being a Democrat if you don't know that one.
Yikes.
That's my
Harsh standards here.
Christy's running for office, so she's got to be like, she's like, whoo, got a break on that one. All right, let's ratchet it up a notch. Question 6, all tied up 2 apiece. One of the stars of Duck Dynasty, Phil Robertson, he was here this week talking about his new book. He was a star player at the Louisiana Tech University and played first-string quarterback. Now, here's the kicker. Which legendary NFL player was his backup quarterback? A, Archie Manning, B, Jim Hart, C, Roger Staubach, or D, Terry Bradshaw? Let's get those letters up.
Now, football is the one with
Lindsay.
the oval, right?
Hey, stop.
What's that?
You know that.
Everybody but Ellis got that one right. It was Terry Bradshaw.
Really?
Of course, he's from Louisiana, man.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
a
from
giveaway.
Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. That's embarrassing.
The funny thing is,
I'm from. Ugh.
Bradshaw said that Phil loved hunting more than he loved football. I mean, think about that.
Okay.
That's amazing. What kind of, if he was that good, what he would have done. Anyway, all right, the ladies are out in front by a point each. Ellis, you can either tie it up or we'll see where we go. Go to a tiebreaker. Earlier this week, we talked about what would happen if a Supreme Court became vacant before the 2020 election. Joseph Story was the youngest to ever take the post on the Supreme Court at just 32 years old, and he served 33 years on the bench. In which film was he depicted? A, The Swing Vote, B, The Pelican Brief, C, Amistad, or D, Bridge of Spies? All right, this is where you, let's see who could do this. We got a B, we got an A. Ellis.
Well, I'm gonna go crazy here.
Go crazy.
Crazy is right.
What?
Crazy is right.
Bold. Win.
There you
Gotta
go.
be
Right.
That's
Amazing.
right. That ties it up. Okay, guys. This is uncharted territory. We're going into the tiebreaker.
My palms are sweating.
No letters. I'm just going to ask each of you for a number. Last month, we lost civil rights activist and Congressman John Lewis. How many terms in Congress did John Lewis serve? For the tiebreaker, Lindsay, give me a number.
17.
Ellis.
12.
Christy.
I'll say 19.
19. Unfortunately, it was 17, birthday girl. Lindsay, back on top with the tiebreaker. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Christy. I really was rooting for you.
I mean, I love it when Lindsay wins. I love it. It's great, but you know what? I mean, at least we all tied. That was good.
Hey,
I knew it was high. I knew it was up there. I thought, Christy, you might have had me.
Oh, you guys are good. You guys are good.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
well, runner-up is still great, Christy. So.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was a fun way to head into Friday after a great week. Covered a lot of territory. Thanks, guys, for playing. Always fun. Congratulations, Lindsay, again.
Thank you.
All right. A lot of topics that we covered today. We're going to be right back to give you our take before we go.